Welcome back to the channel. In the last video, we managed to get one kill at the Corrupted Gauntlet, which started our grind in the Red Prison. So we're going to knock out some more CG in this video. But first, I noticed that I completed the medium tier of Combat Diaries, so I ran over to grab that hilt. And this is actually pretty cool because if I ever want to do barrows again, this hilt makes it to where my prayer does not drain when in the crypts. This is pretty cool. So next up, I was able to get 85 farming. And 85 farming is a huge level because that unlocks the high tier of the farming guild, which gives you access to a lot of great things such as the spirit tree patch, a fruit tree patch, and the Celastrus tree patch. So a lot of this is awesome, and I can also do the hard farming contracts now, which have better drops for some of the seeds that I need. And then eventually we can also plant redwood trees here, which is pretty cool. So I did make an effort to plant this right away because this is actually a diary task. Once it's fully grown, you will chop some bark off of it and turn it into a battle staff. So about a day later, I did get this task done. And this will be awesome in the future just to knock out some more battle staves and get some more alks. We knocked out another Hespori kill right here. This is just your reminder to keep doing your Hespori. So while we were avoiding the red prison like the plague, I did decide to do some agility to try to get closer to 76 for the Zolandra shortcut. And while doing some agility, we were alking along the way, so win-win. But we did make our way back to the Corrupted Gauntlet. Here's our second KC. We're kind of getting the hang of it now, getting a little bit more confident in ourselves, but we're definitely not getting every single kill yet. So here's 5 KC, and we did get a task for that. So far, we haven't gotten anything, but I'm going to speed through some of these chests just so you can kind of get the gist of what I've gotten. So here's 13 KC, where we did actually manage to pull our first item. We got a crystal weapon seed. Now, this isn't very useful, but we can use it to make a crystal halberd or a shield, or we can turn it in for an acorn or crystal shards, so not too bad. So we continued on and got a lot of great alchables. You can see here the price check is almost 2.7 million, just after about 15 KC. So continuing on, we are getting a lot more comfortable now. Did a little bow, got nothing, but this is what people say, you know, this is the CG Red Prison of Death, and I'm ready to be here for a while. Life has been a little bit busy, so I haven't been able to get on Runescape as much as I'd like to, but I do take breaks like this where I get some crafting done. So there's 90 crafting. It's a great looking level, and we're really close to being able to craft all the Zenyte jewelry that we want to. So recently Jagex did update some of the agility courses, making Paul Vanich actually viable now. They upped its Marks of Grace drops and the agility XP. And here we did actually get our first 10 mil cash stack, so that's pretty cool to see on this account. And here's 91 crafting. Getting closer and closer every single day, knocking it out. And then I did notice my fletching level was very low. So when I collected my Kingdom of Miscellanea, I did put some of that onto regular wood. And I think it had been about a month and a half since I collected it last. So we got a ton of really great items here. Almost 8,000 maple logs, which will be great for our fletching. As well as a ton of herbs that will be super useful. Almost over 200 Ranar weeds, which will be great for prayer pots, and then some more teak logs for our future 99 construction grind. So pretty awesome. So I've been wanting to put a spirit tree down, but I only had one sapling until I unlocked the hard contracts. Now I have 3 available to me, so I thought I'd put one in my POH. I'm a little bit afraid to commit to one on the overworld, so for now, the POH one will be fine. I did buy some scrolls of redirection to make Brimhaven teleport tabs. This will be helpful doing my farming runs before I decide to plant a tree over there, but I'm just very indecisive, so. And then since we've gotten pretty high crafting level, I thought it was time to go out of my way and get a Fury. There's no reason not to if you have the money and the levels to do it. It is a direct upgrade to your glory, and it will just make things easier everywhere else in the game. So I bought some Chaos Runes in Prif, and while doing that, I did see a Crystal Impling, so I've been chasing these as much as I can. I didn't realize that they can drop the Celestial Ring, I believe it is, or Signet, and so that's what I'm chasing after now. But we did manage to get a Crystal Acorn, which is pretty cool. That's the first one on the account, and I will be planting that soon. So we sold the Chaos Runes to the Mage shop in the Tazar area, and we bought our Onyx for about 260,000 Tokkul, which isn't too bad. It came out to about 3 million GP buying it from the shop. So we cut our Onyx and then took it to the furnace to turn it into a Onyx amulet. Once you have the Onyx amulet, you just string it with some wool and then cast an enchant on it, and there is your Amulet of Fury. So now that we have the Amulet of Fury, you can see how it stacks up against the Amulet of Glory. It provides about plus 12 in every defensive stat over the Glory, as well as some strength bonus and prayer bonus. So it's just a great upgrade. So I started working on those maple logs that we got from the kingdom. So we're starting our Fletching grind at 64, and we're going to see how far these logs can get us. So there's 66 Fletching, 68 Fletching, and there is 70 Fletching. Not too bad. We can now make yew longbows. Might be good for some alks in the future. And I did decide to make some arrow shafts because I will want to make some broad arrows as well as some amethyst arrows in the future. So there's 71 Fletching. But we couldn't take a break from CG for too long, so we made our way back here. And on KC number 45, we did manage to get another drop. And that was actually our first useful drop, which is a crystal armor seed. And I believe we'll need about 6 or 7 of these. So getting them early on like this is pretty awesome. And no back-to-back, but I'm excited to keep going and see what else we can get. So here's a little bit of my skills in the Corrupted Gauntlet. Nothing too crazy. I've been learning to do some damage while avoiding the tornadoes, which I think is a big part of getting faster kills and faster times. And this was actually a combat task for the perfect Corrupted Hunlif, which means I was on the right weapon the entire time, the right prayer. I didn't take damage from the floors or the tornadoes. So basically, I'm just a god now. That's what I'm trying to say. And then shortly after that, at KC number 50, we did get the Grand Master task done, which is just 50 KC completed. And then shortly after, at 55 KC, we did check the leaderboards, and we have broke even now on our kills to death ratio. So we are actually at a 1 KD finally, and we've gotten the hang of it a lot more now. I think like my first KC took about 10 or 15 deaths, so we're making up for it. And here is 86 farming. Not too bad, not too bad. And 92 crafting achieved. This is actually halfway to 99. I'm sure all of you guys know that by now, but it's really cool to see. So I did sneak my way back into Mage Training Arena, and this time it was to get the Mage's book. They just did a big update on MTA so that a lot of the rooms are a lot more quality of life and user friendly. They sped up some XP rates. Overall, it's just a much more enjoyable experience. So I thought I would go out of my way to get the Mage's book while I am still fighting for that Malediction ward. I wanted to have something with +2 magic damage bonus in that offhand slot until I got the ward. And this only took about 4 or 5 hours, so I highly encourage you all to go out and get this for your account, and then go out and get that Malediction ward if you're at the same state of the game as I am. So there is the Mage's book purchased on this account. We've actually done quite a bit of MTA on this account. Here is our best in slot magic gear. We're rocking the full Aram set, the Mage's book, the Mage Arena 2 cape, the Fury, Infinity boots, and the Warp Scepter. So not looking too bad. So after MTA, I did a little bit of Slayer. We did manage to get a shield left half drop, so that's always fun to see. It's a nice little 60,000 GP alk, I believe. And then a Slayer level, as well as a strength level. I have been putting Slayer off a lot, but I think it will just be a lot easier to level it up after I have the Bofa and full crystal. And then we were very close to the Artie Hard Diary, so I came over to Artie Knights to get 72 Thieving to thieve the chest in the Artie Castle. This allows me to unlock the Hard Artie Achievement Diary. This is an awesome diary because it gives you a plus 10% thieving bonus all around Gielinor rather than just in Artie. And the cape is pretty useful as well. I believe it gives you more farm teleports as well as more stats. So it's a good cape to use in the wilderness. As always, we put our lamps on Herblore. So after getting that diary done, I did decide to go try out some master farmers just to see if I could get some seeds. And we were able to snag 2 Ranar seeds within about 5 minutes. So time well spent. And while AFKing some Karamwans, I did manage to get 81 fishing, which is a level that boosts you up a tier at Temperos. So I could actually spend my 320 permits that we have there because we will be getting some better raw fish now. Within about the first 10 pulls, we did get a big harpoon fish, which is a new collection log slot. Unfortunately, it's not a good item. I believe the only items we're really chasing right now are the Tome of Water, the Pet, and the Harpoon, but all of those are pretty rare. So not a bad pull. We did get a lot of raw fish, a lot of sharks that we can cook, and some oak planks. And then these caskets usually drop some rune alchepals and some jewelry. Unfortunately, this time we did just get a lot of jewelry, but maybe we can enchant them in alchem in the future. So we made our way back to the Corrupted Gauntlet to throw some more runs in there. There's 60 KC, nothing great from these runs, but a ton of alchepals, a ton of money, and some runes. And then on KC number 62, we did get our first dupe from CG. We got another crystal weapon seed, which we will likely turn in for a crystal acorn, or like I said earlier, maybe we will make a crystal halberd or a shield with that. So there's what the log was looking like at KC number 62. But we didn't let that stop us or get us down. We continued on, we persevered, and ending off this video with KC number 75. It's been a great time in the Red Prison. I do believe that I'm learning a lot of game mechanics though, and it will translate to other areas of the game, so I'm really not too upset. As long as I don't go 1000 KC dry, I won't be complaining. And yes, I did sneak another Hespori kill into this video because I got a PB. And then right after that Hespori kill, we did manage to get another farming level, so we're climbing closer and closer to 99. And there's 93 crafting. So the next level will be the last level that we need to boost for every type of jewelry. So it's very exciting. And there is 94 crafting, a goal that we set a few videos ago has finally paid off. And I do have about 4,000 seaweed banked right now, so I might just make the rest of the glass that I need for 99 and then continue AFKing this in the future. I think the cape would be pretty useful, but right now it's not essential, but we'll see what I decide to do in the future. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, leave it a like and subscribe, but I do have a question for you all, so let me know in the comments. Do you guys also change your cursor icon while playing RuneScape? I've used the Dragon Scimitar for years, and I've never thought anything of it until I started editing some of these videos, so I'm just curious if you guys do it as well. Anyways, thank you for watching. See ya.